Hello, this is Brighton TV and this is the match preview for Brighton vs Leicester. And in our last game against West Brom, I don't know how we lost that game. We had so many chances and West Brom, they took their chances and they ended up winning the game. And early on, it seemed like West Brom, they wanted it more. They were piling on pressure when they could, and set pieces, they were very dangerous. They got a corner in the 11th minute and they scored it, and that's like typical Big Sam. His teams, they play like that. They win set pieces high up the pitch and they score from them. And how we were defending it wasn't good enough. It seemed like our players were too scared to go and attack the ball and let the West Brom players get it fast. We didn't want it enough in that first 10-15 minutes. As the half went on, we were getting more and more into the game, and we had a penalty midway through the first half, and Gross ended up hitting it on the bar. And you just look at the players' confidence. It didn't seem like that many players actually wanted to take a penalty. When you're 12 yards out, you expect the players to be able to hit it on target. If the keeper saves it, the keeper saves it. But to hit on the bar, and that wasn't the only penalty. And we had a second penalty in the second half. And Welbeck, he ended up hitting the post. And especially in these sorts of games, you need to get the points. And it's not like West Brom, they defended well. To concede 2 penalties in a match isn't great defending, but to go and miss the penalties you get, you can't do that. That's unacceptable at any level in football. And we had a free kick. Dunk, he took it. The referee allowed it at first, but blew a second whistle, and it seemed like he lost control of the game. He didn't know whether to give the goal or to disallow it, and he went back and forth on his decision multiple times until VAR decided it wasn't a goal. And how you can decide to blow your whistle when you're not ready, I don't understand why the ref does that. It seemed like he lost control of the game. We had even more chances apart from that. And Connolly, he had a chance with an open goal and he ended up hitting it way over the bar. You need to make sure the finishing is better, and that's what's been costing us. And in our last 3 games against Villa, Palace and West Brom, we've had 66 shots. And to only score 1 goal in that time, at any level, that isn't good enough. And in the Premier League, it's going to cost us. The players, they need to go and step up and make sure they go and take their chances. And Leicester, they ended up drawing 1-1 with Burnley, and they have so many injuries, and with how they were playing, it was a great point for them to pick up against Burnley. And we've played Leicester twice this season already in the league, where we played a back 4 and we got exposed on counter-attack time and time again. We lost 3-0 in that game, and in the FA Cup we ended up losing right at the end through a quick free kick. So we need to make sure we don't do that and pay attention. And we know how dangerous Leicester are on the counter-attacks. You look at players like Vardy and Iheanacho. They are some very quick players, and you can't let them go on the counter-attack. And that's what Leicester are so good at. We need to be careful. And we know Leicester have injuries, and some key players who are injured are Harvey Barnes, Maddison and Evans. And we need to make sure we take advantage of that. When the opponents have that many injuries, these are the sorts of games that you try and get the better of. And when you look at how Leicester play, I think this is actually a better chance of us winning than against West Brom, since Leicester, they don't play a deep block. They try and play possession football, and that's where we actually play better. And to play versus Leicester, I think we need to change our style back to how we played against Liverpool and Spurs, where we won both of them games. We need to go back to the 3-4-2-1. We need to make sure we close down the space. We need to have less of the ball. Let Leicester have the ball, and so then we can hit them on the counter-attack. When teams are more expansive against us, there's more space, and that's what our players seem to enjoy. So that's why I think we should play more defensively. And that also means that there's less space in behind for Vardy and Iheanacho to go and get chances of counter-attacks. But Tielemans as well, he's another key player for Leicester. He plays in midfield and he contributes a lot to goal scoring. We need to be careful of him. And my lineup for this game, I think we should play a 3-4-2-1. And in goal, it should be Sanchez with a back 3 of Burn, Dunk and White. And I don't think Burn will be dropped, and he does give us a lot of a threat going forward. So that's why he should play. And Dunk and White, they've been playing well recently. And the wing backs, Alzate and Veltman. I was thinking that Karbovnik should go and come in, but when he's been playing for the youth side, he's played as a right wing back, and I don't think he's got the ability to displace Veltman at this current time. So that's why I think Veltman should stay there. And Alzate, he's been playing left wing back sometimes, and I think that's where he should play versus Leicester. And then midfield too, I think it should be Basuma and Gross. And Gross, he gives us a lot of one-touch football. He's able to play quick football forwards and creates a lot of chances. And the two advanced midfielders, I think it should be Trossard and McAllister. And both of them, when they played in them positions, they played well. They're able to drop deep into central midfield when needed and get forward when needed as well. And up front, I think we should play Zakiri. And the reason why is Malpe, he's much more of a support striker, as well as Connolly. I think of them two as more of support strikers. They don't exactly finish well, but they do contribute a lot to the team. And Welbeck, I don't think we should play him since he doesn't give us as good of a threat on the counter-attack. And his build-up play isn't great as well. And Zakiri, he seems to press really well, and he does go and force errors from opposition defences. So that's why what I've seen of him, he seems to be a good player. And when he actually scored a goal versus Leicester, that was disallowed for offside, but it's great technique for him. So that's why I think he should start. And my score predictions for this game, I think it's going to be 1-1, and I think Vardy will score for Leicester, and I think Dunk will score from a corner. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Brighton TV and follow us on Instagram.